typical length of stay or living? Is it 1 month? Is it 6 months? What do people tend to do?
Right now it's much shorter. So as we started out, our first property was in Bali in February. We opened Miami in May. And people living between those two cities, I think there are 7 of them, and we know about 3 of them. So that's changing right now. So what we see is, interestingly, very few typical vacations. Mm-hmm. So it's always people who want to do something. That could be a very specific work project, but it's also, I want to finish my book, writing my book, or I want to think through that chocolate brand that I want to launch maybe from somewhere in Asia. So everybody's doing something. The average stay is about 3.5 to 4 weeks, but we also look at broader combinations. So now we have tier 1 cities, that's a couple of months, people even inquiring, okay, I really trust this co-living thing, I want to make it my primary home, but we still want to mix it with people that come in through OTAs or even Airbnb and other distribution channels.
And how does Airbnb affect, do you feel like it's opened the door on acceptance or interest in staying in people's homes, for example? Does that make it easier to then take the leap to the idea of a co-living space? Do you feel like they've paved the way for your business, or do you feel like it competes with your business?
Absolutely not. We're happy to use them as a distribution channel ourselves, and we have a lot of people who need a room in Miami for 3 days and to see, oh, that's a really interesting product. I might want to try the next one in Bali, or I need to be in London for a project for 2 months. So for us, it's a little bit this practical joke that we bootstrap off their distribution as they bootstrapped it off of Craigslist and other platforms.
Yeah.
But we're pretty happy with Airbnb.
That's
in
great.
that regard. And I think it's also, they're different Airbnbs. So they also are struggling between this, are we this abstract peer-to-peer marketplace, or do we want to give landlords or maybe even hospitality companies further down the road the right tools to actually list their inventory? So I think that's an interesting conversation that's going on within the Airbnb over the next couple of years.
Very cool. And then last thing, at the Independent Lodging Congress, you've been a part of it now this year. What do you think? What was the best thing you saw, or the thing you wish you had seen so we can program it for next year? Shameless plug here.
Yeah, no, it's I'm really happy. It's finally finding you're kind of crazy again. So I grew up in hospitality, did mostly consulting, technology, etc. So it's a little bit of a homecoming, and that's really, really beautiful to work on this. It's a good program. It's an amazing program. So with the different conferences going on, it's definitely on the bleeding edge. And having dinner, sitting between Liz Lambert and the guys doing Olo and a couple of other projects, that's really interesting, and that's what really is unique about the Independent Lodging Congress. So I'm happy to come back next year.
Good.
I have an idea. I'll definitely let you know.
Good. Well, thank you for being part of the Independent Lodging Congress this year and for joining us today.
Thank you very much.